I should not be alive. I'm shocked that I am. I mean, there were times when I was doing crystal meth, taking Lortabs, drinking. That's a lot of uppers and downers in your system. Am I okay to start talking? I don't know. Basically, like every weekend I would either do acid or I would do ecstasy. I remember the first time I did ecstasy. I was with my boyfriend at the time. Ben? And one of his friends had a lake house there, and we were all up at the lake house. And I did it, and I remember we were walking from the house, like down the hill towards the lake. And as soon as it hit me, because it hits you like a train, like ecstasy does, like it doesn't creep on. And I remember I fell on the ground. And I loved it from then on. I started drinking with my parents when I was 14. Started smoking weed at 15. Started doing ecstasy and acid at 16. Started doing coke at 17. Crystal meth at 19. Pills were just all up in there. Got off crystal meth when I was 24. Basically because I was 80 pounds. I would take a shower and my hair fell out when I would wash it because I was so skinny. You know when I told you that my boyfriend's mom died in the house? I was hooking up with his younger brother at that time while she died. Shit, I did drugs with his sister for the first time. I was a horrible, selfish, self-centered, self-loathing human being. So basically, like I went to France, detoxed in France, which was my 25th birthday vacation. So I ruined that. Came back, took a bunch of pills, was driving, passed out behind the wheel, drove into a ditch. During that blackout stupor, it was when I called my dad and I said, I need help. And he had me flying down to Jackson, Mississippi 2 days later. So you get there and somewhere there's, like, you gotta go like do like the whole nursing and they check you out and make sure you're not like going through the DTs and shit like that. Like, you're not gonna die on them. And I remember when I was explaining about France, the nurse looked at me and she's like, you're lucky you're alive. She's like, you should be dead. Because I was hallucinating and everything in France, like, it's bad. You're not allowed to call anybody or anything. And you don't quite understand at first, and then it all makes sense because all the emotions that you were not feeling because you were making yourself numb over the however many years come out like brutally that first week. You cry, you're angry, it's just awful. You hate yourself, you hate everybody else. And then by around day 7, it kind of starts to even out. And you can have a sane conversation. And it sucks because like when you're in there and you know it and you hate it. Like I told you, like I would pray every night to not wake up. But you can't get out of it. These were the good ones. These are from my Aunt Andrea. She's been sober for about 4 years now, but she was a crack addict prostitute for a long time.
Wow.
She was sober for about half the time that I was in rehab. And her letters weren't awkward. She knew what to say. Here's the stuff. We're so proud of you. Not sure what that's for. I got a bunch of those from like my parents and my boyfriend. Dude, it's hard as life, like real life, like actually living life and being a conscious member of society and, being an adult. As hard as that is, it's a hell of a lot better than that. And what sucks is like my parents, they knew, my mom had seen it her whole life, so had my dad. Both their younger siblings were addicts. And they just did not want to believe that their daughter was. Yeah. I can't imagine how hard that was for them. And it's one of those things where it's like, like I told you, like I should be dead. And I think that's why I try to be as nice to people as I can and try to understand people and help people as much as I can. Because I didn't die for a reason. I love being able to do that because I shouldn't be able to. I am so lucky. and I wouldn't change my life for anything. Now, like, I've got a great job that I do love. I've got an amazing relationship with my parents and my family. Amazing boyfriend who I'm gonna marry. Great dog, you know? I didn't think life could be this good.